Franke may make her kids take the stand in the trial to talk to them about the went on and also the SA. What does that look like and how is that going to go? Guys, make sure and click the plus sign. I've got more information coming out on this. I don't want you to miss. Sound off in the comments and tell me what you think. But as we know, there is most likely a big upcoming trial. And one of the questions is going to be, how is Ruby going to try to get out of this? And rumors are swirling she's going to make her children take the stand. Well, I want you to see this clip from somebody who is a lawyer who talks about that on Sidebar. They go into detail in exactly what that looks like and what that's going to entail. And is it just going to re-traumatize the children in front of everyone? Take a look.
You talked about going to the beginning, taking a look at all the evidence, seeing what's there. I mean, I guess the first part would be trying to argue that maybe this isn't a, you look at the statute and say, does it match up to what's actually, you talked about the kids, how important they are. I imagine if they are called as witnesses, how do you cross-examine those children as a defense attorney about what happened to them?
You can't. You
don't do it.
You certainly you can't do it. I mean, you certainly can't lay blame at their feet for being duct taped and not fed and having injuries all over the body and climbing out a window and running to a neighbor. You can't. What are you going to say? You were acting badly. You spilled your glass of milk. You didn't come home when the time you were supposed to come home. You didn't make your bed. I mean, you can't do that. That's incredible.
The YouTube videos, the channel had been taken down, but the videos are circulating online. I can't imagine that there wouldn't be an ability to get all the videos. How important are those videos for evidence for either the prosecution or the defense? I'm talking about the 8 passengers videos, all the videos they made over the years about parenting and disciplining.
I haven't seen them, so I'm not up to speed on how they would impact the case. But assuming they talk about properly parenting and how that's done, and you compare that to what is going on here, I mean, if I'm a prosecutor, I shove that right down their throat. Looks like they were making money on talking about being great parents, and this is how it's done, and things like that. And then with your own children, this is what you do. And so I think it would have a negative impact on the defense case.
And by the way, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm just trying to anticipate what a defense argument could be. Could they look at those videos and say, hey, listen, if my client was really a child abuser, she'd go on YouTube and admit these things? She didn't think anything she was doing was wrong. I actually have to say, I think that's not a bad argument, but I don't think it's going to work. But what do you think?
If you have to go in front of a jury and argue that, my client's too smart to have committed this crime, or my client's not dumb enough to have committed this crime, again, you probably shouldn't be picking a jury and going to trial in that case.
So my hope in this situation is that we can protect the kids as much as possible. My concern is that because Ruby's already shown she doesn't care to protect her kids, I don't know that they will be. And I wonder at this point, I think a lot of what we're seeing, and it's going to come out later behind the scenes, we're seeing a lot of calculated steps so they can call her mental health and mental fitness into question. And I am wondering if through that they're going to put the children on the stand, especially with her claiming SA. I think her claiming SA, that her children were doing SA to people, I'm concerned that that has to do with her defense of mental health, and I wonder if they're going to put those kids on the stand. But like he said, if they do, it's just going to make her and her defense look more and more like a monster. Because yes, there are facts at play here. The jury needs to look at the facts. But if people come off as complete monsters, especially to children, if that sits horribly with the jury, which it probably will, it's going to make her look like a monster. And as a result, that can sway their opinion and their decisions even with the evidence presented. But we also don't have all the evidence. We're going to have to wait and see what comes out. But I want to know what you guys think. I just wish healing for all of the children and the family and the friends and the people involved who were infected with it. And I just hope that they don't have to go through anything else as a result of Ruby or Jodi's selfishness. Tell me your thoughts. Sound off in the comments and click the plus sign. I've got more coming.